Number 1. This 1969 Mercury Montego, offered at $8,500 and located in Beaumont, California, is presented as a solid, running, and driving classic that remains in very respectable condition for its age. The seller notes that the car currently shows 103,322 miles, which aligns with its overall honest and well-preserved appearance. Described as running and driving great, this Montego is not just a static project but a vehicle that can be enjoyed immediately while planning future improvements. As a late 1960s Mercury, it represents a distinctive alternative to more common muscle-era nameplates, offering classic styling with unique character. Mechanically, the car has recently received new brakes, an important update that improves both safety and drivability for the next owner. The fact that it runs and drives well suggests that it has been kept in usable condition rather than sitting neglected for long periods. This makes it an appealing option for buyers who want a classic car that does not require immediate major mechanical resurrection. While no extensive mechanical modifications are mentioned, its current running status provides a strong foundation for either continued cruising or future restoration work. The interior is described as being well taken care of, indicating that the cabin has aged gracefully and has not suffered the heavy wear that often plagues vehicles of this era. A clean, preserved interior adds significant value and usability, especially for someone who wants to drive and enjoy the car without undertaking a full interior restoration right away. The body is also noted to be straight with no dents, which is a major advantage for anyone considering a proper restoration, as straight sheet metal can save significant time and expense during the process. Overall, the seller emphasizes that considering its age, the car is in great shape and would be perfect for someone who wants to restore it and appreciate it for what it is. This positioning suggests a well-balanced candidate, solid enough to enjoy now, yet still offering room for improvement and personalization. With its straight body, cared-for interior, recent brake work, and proven ability to run and drive, this 1969 Mercury Montego stands as an attractive entry into classic car ownership for an enthusiast seeking a distinctive late 1960s American coupe with real-world usability and long-term potential. Number 2. This 1974 Ford Mustang II, equipped with the Ghia package, offered at $3,000 and located in Redondo Beach, California, is presented as a long-term project car with strong potential for the right buyer. Marketed directly as a 2026 project, the seller makes it clear that this Mustang has been sitting for an extended period and is intended for restoration rather than immediate use. With its classic 1970s styling and the upscale trim of the Ghia package, this example represents an opportunity to bring back a lesser-seen variant of the Mustang II lineup that emphasized comfort and appearance over raw performance. Under the hood, the car is equipped with a 6-cylinder engine and features power brakes and power steering, desirable options that enhance drivability once the car is properly sorted. The seller states that the engine does work and that the car supposedly does drive, but also stresses that it needs a lot of tender loving care before it can be considered roadworthy. It has not been driven in over 20 years, and because of that long period of inactivity, the seller is firm in advising that it cannot be driven home and will require towing. This long storage period suggests that a full mechanical recommissioning should be expected. Cosmetically, the Mustang retains its vinyl roof, a signature feature of many Ghia package cars and a defining detail of 1970s luxury-oriented styling. While no detailed breakdown of body condition is provided, the fact that it is openly described as a project indicates that cosmetic restoration is likely on the table alongside mechanical work. The Ghia trim level adds character and collectible interest, especially for enthusiasts who appreciate the more refined side of the Mustang II era rather than pure muscle performance. The mileage shown is what currently appears on the odometer, but the seller openly states that the true mileage is unknown, leaving some uncertainty about the car's overall usage before it was taken off the road decades ago. With its long-term storage, project status, complete Ghia equipment, 6-cylinder engine, and realistic pricing, this 1974 Ford Mustang II Ghia stands as a blank canvas for a restorer or hobbyist looking for a manageable classic project with distinctive 1970s personality and the potential to return a forgotten Mustang back to life. Number 3. This 1970 Chevrolet Monte Carlo LTZ, offered at $25,000 and located in San Diego, California, is presented as a powerful and well-equipped classic muscle-era luxury coupe with strong performance hardware and standout visual presence. As a first-generation Monte Carlo, this car represents the start of Chevrolet's personal luxury coupe lineage, blending long hood, short deck proportions with big block attitude and upscale comfort. The seller also notes that a possible trade is being considered for vehicles from model year 2015 and newer, which adds flexibility for buyers looking to move into a modern vehicle while offering up this classic in exchange. Under the hood sits a V8 400 engine, a highly respected power plant known for its strong low-end torque and smooth power delivery, making this Monte Carlo both quick off the line and enjoyable for relaxed cruising. Power is sent through a TH350 3-speed automatic transmission, a durable and popular gearbox that pairs extremely well with high-torque V8 engines and is widely supported for parts and upgrades. Out back, this car is equipped with a 12-bolt rear end, a heavy-duty and highly desirable component among performance enthusiasts due to its strength and ability to handle serious horsepower. Together, this drivetrain setup points to a car that is built not just for looks, but for reliable performance as well. In terms of driving comfort and control, this Monte Carlo is fitted with power steering, making low-speed maneuvering and everyday driving far more comfortable than fully manual setups. Power brakes with front disc brakes add an important layer of safety and modern stopping confidence, especially when paired with a strong V8 engine. These features transform the car into something that can be driven and enjoyed regularly rather than reserved strictly for shows or limited weekend outings. The mechanical configuration reflects a thoughtful balance between classic muscle performance and real-world drivability. Visually, the car stands out with wide American custom rims, giving it an aggressive stance and a bold, modernized appearance while still respecting the classic lines of the 1970 Monte Carlo body. These wide wheels not only enhance its street presence but also suggest improved traction and handling compared to stock setups. With its powerful 400 cubic inch V8, strong TH350 transmission, 12-bolt rear end, power steering, power disc brakes, and eye-catching custom wheels, this 1970 Chevrolet Monte Carlo LTZ represents a well-rounded performance cruiser that blends muscle car strength with personal luxury styling, positioned as both a serious driver and a visually commanding classic. Number 4. This 1963 Ford Thunderbird Landau, offered at $10,000 and located in La Puente, California, is presented as a highly desirable example of Ford's iconic Bulletbird, a nickname given to the sleek, jet-inspired design of the early 1960s Thunderbird generation. The seller explains that 1963 was the final year Ford used this distinctive body style, which adds additional collector appeal to this particular car. Unlike the base, regular Bird models that were equipped with manual windows and lacked air conditioning, this example is the higher trim Landau model, finished in a striking black-on-black configuration that emphasizes its luxury-oriented character and dramatic presence. Mechanically, this Thunderbird is powered by a fully rebuilt 390 cubic inch V8 engine, an 8-cylinder power plant well known for its smooth torque and refined performance in Ford's luxury lineup of the era. The drivetrain is supported by power steering and power brakes, making the large coupe significantly easier and more comfortable to drive compared to fully manual setups. While it still uses drum brakes, which were standard for the time, the power assist helps deliver confident braking performance for cruising and everyday driving. The inclusion of a silencer muffler also highlights the car's original focus on quiet, refined operation rather than raw exhaust noise. The luxury equipment on this Landau model is especially noteworthy, as it comes equipped with power windows, power door locks, and factory air conditioning, features that clearly separated the Landau from the base Thunderbird models of the same year. Inside, the car features a leather interior, reinforcing its upscale positioning in the early 1960s personal luxury market. A vinyl roof completes the classic Landau look, one of the most recognizable styling elements of this trim level and a defining feature of the model's elegant profile. Recent updates and improvements further enhance this Thunderbird's usability and appeal, including a set of new tires for improved road safety and driving confidence. The car is also equipped with an auxiliary electric radiator fan to assist with cooling, an especially useful upgrade for warm climates and stop-and-go driving. Additionally, the installation of modern LCD gauges for oil pressure, water temperature, and voltage provides real-time monitoring of critical engine systems while blending classic style with modern functionality. With its rebuilt 390 V8, extensive power options, factory air conditioning, luxury interior, and thoughtful modern upgrades, this 1963 Ford Thunderbird Landau stands as a compelling combination of final-year bulletbird styling, classic American luxury, and usable performance. Number 5. This 1963 Plymouth Valiant project car, offered at $4,500 and located in Paso Robles, California, is presented as a partially completed performance build that was set aside due to changing personal circumstances rather than lack of potential. The seller explains that time and budget limitations have forced the sale before the project could be finished, making this an opportunity for the next owner to step in and complete a thoughtfully upgraded classic compact. As an early 1960s Valiant, the car represents a lightweight platform with simple lines and a strong reputation for durability, making it a popular sleeper candidate when paired with serious V8 power as seen here. Under the hood, this Valiant has been upgraded with a refreshed LA360 V8 engine, a substantial step up from its original factory powertrain and a major highlight of the build. The engine is paired with a 727 automatic transmission that has been fitted with a shift kit and a deep transmission pan, both performance-oriented upgrades intended to improve shift firmness, durability, and cooling under harder use. Power is sent to an upgraded 8 3/4-inch rear end, a highly respected and extremely strong rear axle commonly used in more powerful Mopar applications. The seller notes that the engine will run when fuel is supplied to the carburetor, indicating that the core mechanical components are alive and functional, even though the car is not yet fully road-ready. Considerable effort has clearly gone into the exhaust and braking systems as well, as the car features custom headers and a custom exhaust setup that required significant fabrication to fit without cutting into the fenders. This detail alone reflects a careful approach to the build rather than a shortcut-heavy project. The car is also equipped with front disc brakes, a major safety and drivability upgrade over early 1960s drum brake systems. Inside, the interior has been partially refreshed with new front bucket seats that the seller describes as very comfortable, along with a quick-release steering wheel that adds both a race-inspired aesthetic and practical removability for security or ease of access. Visually, the seller admits that the wheels were not originally a favorite when the car was purchased, but over time they have grown on him, especially due to their performance-oriented nature and the way they complement the overall build direction. However, the car is still very much a project and will require additional parts and labor to reach driving condition. The seller provides a clear list of remaining needs, which include a radiator, pulleys and belts, fuel lines in the engine bay, gas pedal linkage, shift linkage, a drive shaft, and a new rear window. With its strong 360 V8, heavy-duty 727 transmission, upgraded rear end, front disc brakes, custom exhaust, and partially updated interior, this 1963 Plymouth Valiant represents a serious foundation for a compact Mopar performance build, ideal for an enthusiast who wants to finish what was started and bring a unique street machine back to life. Number 6. This 1974 Oldsmobile Omega, offered at $8,000 and located in Homeland, California, is presented as a straight, usable classic compact with a clean title currently in the seller's name, making for a smooth and straightforward transfer of ownership. As part of General Motors' X-Body platform, the Omega shares its roots with other well-known models of the era while still carrying distinctive Oldsmobile styling and character. The seller emphasizes that this is a real no-nonsense sale and that the car is available for in-person viewing only on Saturdays and Sundays at 5 p.m., underscoring a serious, no-time-wasters approach to selling the vehicle. Powering this Omega is a 305 cubic inch V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission that the seller states shifts well, suggesting solid drivability in its current form. While the exact mileage is unknown, the mechanical setup indicates that the car is intended to be driven and enjoyed rather than simply stored as a display piece. The engine is further enhanced with long tube headers, a performance-oriented upgrade that can improve exhaust flow and engine breathing, often resulting in better throttle response and a more aggressive exhaust note. The car does not have air conditioning, keeping the mechanical layout simple and consistent with a more stripped-down, driver-focused setup. Fuel delivery and monitoring have seen recent attention, as the car is equipped with an electric fuel pump that was recently replaced, addressing a common reliability point on older vehicles. However, the seller notes that the fuel gauge works intermittently, an honest disclosure that highlights an electrical or sending unit issue that may need future attention. These details paint a realistic picture of a vintage driver that is functional but not without its typical age-related quirks, making it well-suited for someone who enjoys light tinkering and incremental improvements. Cosmetically, the exterior does show 2 visible rust spots that are documented in the seller's photos, openly acknowledging that while the car presents well overall, it is not a rust-free showpiece. Inside, however, the interior is described as good and comfortable, indicating that the cabin remains a pleasant place to spend time and has not suffered the heavy deterioration often seen in cars of this age. The stereo system is also reported to work well, adding to the car's everyday usability and cruising comfort. With its V8 power, automatic transmission, performance headers, clean title, comfortable interior, and honest disclosure of minor flaws, this 1974 Oldsmobile Omega stands out as a solid classic driver that blends 1970s compact muscle character with practical usability for the enthusiast who want something distinctive and straightforward. Number 7. This 1969 Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Special Brougham, offered at $9,100 and located in Loma Linda, California, is presented as a full-size luxury sedan that embodies the peak of Cadillac's late 1960s prestige, comfort, and presence. The seller emphasizes that this is a car that deserves care and appreciation, noting that with the right attention it could become a strong long-term investment. Registration is paid and valid through September 2025, adding immediate convenience and value for the next owner. With its imposing size, refined styling, and unmistakable Cadillac identity, this Fleetwood represents an era when American luxury cars were engineered without compromise for comfort, space, and road authority. Mechanically, the most significant update is the engine replacement that took place approximately 3 years ago, with only around 5,000 miles accumulated since installation. This suggests a relatively fresh power plant compared to the age of the vehicle, offering a major advantage in terms of reliability and drivability. For a car of this size and weight, having a newer engine dramatically improves confidence for cruising, errands, and longer drives. The drivetrain is paired with the smooth automatic transmission Cadillac was famous for, making this Fleetwood ideally suited for relaxed, effortless highway travel and comfortable city driving alike. In terms of equipment, this 60 Special Brougham is loaded with classic luxury features that reflect its flagship status within the Cadillac lineup. It is equipped with power windows, power steering, and power brakes, all essential for managing a vehicle of this scale with ease. Additional comfort and convenience features include an electric clock, dual front and rear ashtrays with cigarette lighters, safety and warning lights, an adjustable front seat, automatic level control for consistent ride height, a dual comfort front seat configuration, and adjustable reading lamps for rear passengers. These details showcase just how focused Cadillac was on providing a first-class experience for every occupant, front and rear. From a historical standpoint, the 60 Special designation was reserved for some of Cadillac's most luxurious and exclusive models, placing this car firmly at the top of the brand's prestige ladder for its time. The Brougham name itself traces back to British statesman Henry Brougham and was first adopted by Cadillac in 1916 to describe enclosed multi-passenger luxury sedan body styles. The late 1960s Fleetwood 60 Special also carried styling cues said to be influenced by the front-wheel drive Eldorado, giving it a modern and authoritative look for its era. With its recently replaced engine, extensive factory luxury equipment, rich historical background, and stately design, this 1969 Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Special Brougham stands as a true symbol of American luxury at its height, offering both presence and potential to the next caretaker. Number 8. This 1969 Pontiac GTO Tribute, offered at $40,000 and located in San Francisco, California, is presented as a fully built, high-performance restomod that blends the legendary muscle car presence of the GTO with the reliability and power of modern drivetrain and chassis technology. Finished with fresh paint and described as being in great overall condition, this Tribute build is positioned as a turnkey performance machine rather than a project. The seller emphasizes that the car has no known problems and is fully capable of being driven anywhere, highlighting both confidence in its mechanical integrity and its readiness for real-world use rather than just show duty. At the heart of this build is a modern LS engine, a highly respected power plant known for its strong horsepower potential, reliability, and aftermarket support. Power is sent through a 4-speed automatic transmission, offering a balance of performance and ease of driving whether cruising on the highway or navigating city streets. Out back, the car is equipped with a Moser Engineering 12-bolt rear end fitted with 3.73 gears, a serious performance upgrade that delivers strong acceleration while maintaining solid highway manners. This drivetrain combination reflects a carefully considered setup intended to deliver modern muscle performance while preserving the aggressive spirit of the original GTO. Braking and handling have also received significant attention in this build, with Wilwood performance brakes providing strong, consistent stopping power far beyond factory capabilities. The suspension has been upgraded with UMI performance components, dramatically improving cornering stability, chassis control, and overall driving confidence. These upgrades transform the car from a straight-line muscle machine into a well-rounded performance cruiser capable of handling spirited driving with composure. The seller also mentions that the upgrade list is extensive and too much to list, reinforcing the idea that this is a deeply sorted and thoroughly modified Tribute build rather than a lightly upgraded classic. Inside, the car is equipped with Dakota digital gauges that provide modern, precise readouts while maintaining a clean, custom appearance within the classic interior layout. Dapper headlights add a modern lighting upgrade that improves visibility and adds a distinctive visual touch to the front end. A full sound system is installed, enhancing the cruising experience with modern audio quality to match the car's contemporary performance. With its LS-powered drivetrain, 4-speed automatic transmission, Moser 12-bolt rear end with 3.73 gears, Wilwood brakes, UMI suspension, digital instrumentation, updated lighting, fresh paint, and extensive performance upgrades throughout, this 1969 Pontiac GTO Tribute stands as a high-level restomod that delivers classic muscle car attitude with modern reliability, comfort, and road-going capability. Number 9. This very rare and collectible 1964 Ford Ranchero/Falcon truck model, offered at $9,750 and located in Big Bear City, California, is presented as a standout vintage car-truck hybrid that combines classic Falcon styling with true utility and strong street presence. The seller emphasizes its rarity and collectible status, positioning it as far more than just a casual driver. With its unmistakable mid-1960s Ford design and unique Ranchero profile, this vehicle represents a niche segment of American automotive history that continues to attract serious interest from collectors and custom car enthusiasts alike. It is offered with an open-minded attitude toward sincere offers and possible trades, while being sold strictly as is, reinforcing that this is a genuine enthusiast-owned vehicle rather than a dealer flip. Powering this Ranchero is a 260 cubic inch V8 engine that is described as running strong, delivering the kind of classic small-block Ford performance that makes these trucks both fun and practical to drive. The engine bay has also been visually enhanced with new Edelbrock chrome valve covers and a chrome air filter, adding a clean, custom look under the hood. Power is sent through a 3-speed manual transmission operated via the column-mounted 3-on-the-tree shifter, humorously referred to by the seller as a Gen X anti-theft device, highlighting both its old-school nature and its growing rarity among modern drivers. Recent mechanical servicing includes a new fuel pump, a rebuilt carburetor, and new spark plugs and wires, all of which contribute to improved reliability and overall drivability. Significant attention has also been given to the suspension, braking, and rolling components, making this more than just a cosmetic project. The truck is equipped with brand new tires, new KYB gas shocks, new rear wheel bearings, and a new pinion seal along with a transmission output seal, addressing critical wear points that are often neglected on older vehicles. The braking system has been refreshed with new brake lines and new rear brakes currently being installed, while the front lighting has been upgraded with new headlights. The seller confirms that all exterior lights are working properly and that the factory gauges are also functioning, which is an important detail for both safety and originality. Beyond its mechanical condition, the seller describes this Ranchero as a truly fun project vehicle that turns heads and draws constant attention and questions wherever it goes, underscoring its visual impact and uncommon status on today's roads. Its blend of classic styling, V8 power, manual transmission, and fresh mechanical components make it equally appealing as a weekend cruiser, a light-duty hauler, or a foundation for a more aggressive custom build. The seller is also open to trades for a Toyota truck, 4Runner, or Mini Cooper, adding flexibility for potential buyers. With its strong-running V8, extensive list of recent upgrades, working systems, and undeniable visual appeal, this 1964 Ford Ranchero/Falcon truck stands out as a rare opportunity to own a distinctive, attention-grabbing piece of classic Ford history with both character and usability. Number 10. This 1969 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, offered at $5,500 and located in Huntington Park, California, is presented as an honest, largely original classic that remains a true driver rather than a dormant project. The seller notes that the car is all original with the exception of the paint, preserving much of its factory character and authenticity while benefiting from a refreshed exterior appearance. It is described as running and driving fine, making it a vehicle that can be enjoyed immediately rather than one that requires trailering or major mechanical rescue before use. With registration current through October 2026 and a clean title in hand, the paperwork side of ownership is already fully sorted for the next buyer. Mechanically, this Cutlass Supreme is positioned as a solid, usable classic that performs as it should in day-to-day driving conditions. The fact that it runs and drives without issue places it ahead of many similarly priced cars that still need significant mechanical work. While specific engine and transmission details are not listed, the overall description suggests a straightforward, functional drivetrain that remains close to factory specification. This makes the car attractive not only to collectors seeking originality, but also to enthusiasts who want a dependable cruiser that doesn't demand immediate investment just to be roadworthy. In terms of electrical and accessory systems, the seller discloses that the dashboard cluster is currently not working, which is an important transparency detail for any potential buyer. However, all exterior lights are confirmed to be fully functional, maintaining safety and legal compliance for nighttime driving. The car is also equipped with factory air conditioning and power windows, desirable luxury features for a late 1960s intermediate-class coupe and key elements of the Cutlass Supreme's upscale identity. These features add real-world comfort and elevate the driving experience beyond that of more stripped-down muscle-era cars. Overall, the seller describes the car as being fine and simply expresses a desire to move it along rather than hold on to it, suggesting a motivated but straightforward sale with no trades and cash only in person. This positions the Cutlass Supreme as a strong value option for someone seeking an affordable entry into classic Oldsmobile ownership without the headaches of unfinished projects. With its mostly original condition, refreshed paint, functional drivetrain, clean title, long registration validity, factory air conditioning, and power windows, this 1969 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme represents a well-balanced classic that offers both usability and vintage character at an accessible price point. Number 11. This 1968 Chevrolet Camaro Resto Mod, offered at $60,000 and located in San Leandro, California, is presented as a fully built, ground-up custom muscle car that blends classic first-generation Camaro styling with cutting-edge performance components throughout. The car features an aggressive candy apple finish that highlights its sculpted body lines and immediately sets it apart as a high-level build rather than a casual street car. The seller emphasizes that this Camaro has been constructed from the ground up with brand-new components throughout, positioning it as a premium turnkey build rather than a work-in-progress project, with only a few minor finishing details left to be completed. At the heart of this Resto Mod is a brand-new 383 cubic inch stroker engine with less than 5 miles on it, essentially making this a fresh, zero break-in performance power plant. This engine configuration is well known for delivering massive torque and strong top-end power, making it ideal for both aggressive street driving and show-level performance. Power is delivered through a Muncie 4-speed manual transmission, reinforcing the car's true muscle car character with a raw, driver-focused experience. Out back, the Camaro is equipped with a 9-inch rear end with disc brakes, along with drilled and slotted rotors, ensuring that the car not only accelerates hard but also stops with modern high-performance confidence. The chassis and suspension have been extensively upgraded with SpeedTech subframe components, along with front and rear coilover suspension using Viking double-adjustable shocks. This setup allows precise tuning of ride quality and handling characteristics, transforming the Camaro into a machine that can corner, track, and cruise at a level far beyond factory capability. These suspension upgrades dramatically improve road feel, stability, and overall driving dynamics, giving the car true modern performance beneath its classic exterior. Brand new tires further support the car's performance intent, ensuring proper traction and road grip to match the power it produces. Inside, the Camaro is fitted with a brand new TMI interior, giving it a fresh, modernized cabin that still respects the original muscle car aesthetic. Every detail of the build is supported by a complete stainless steel bolt kit, reinforcing just how comprehensive and no expense spared this restoration and modification process has been. The seller notes that virtually everything on this Camaro is brand new, emphasizing the depth of the build and the investment behind it. With its fresh 383-stroker engine, Muncie 4-speed transmission, SpeedTech subframe, Viking coilovers, 9-inch rear with disc brakes, drilled and slotted rotors, new tires, custom interior, and full ground-up construction, this 1968 Camaro Resto Mod stands as a high-end performance machine that delivers classic muscle car presence with modern engineering, power, and drivability. Number 12. This 1973 Buick Century Fastback, offered at $3,000 and located in Salinas, California, is presented as a classic mid-size American cruiser with strong mechanical bones and distinctive 1970s styling. The Fastback body design gives it a sportier, more aggressive profile compared to standard sedans of the era, making it stand out as a unique and increasingly uncommon version of the Century lineup. The seller confirms that the car is currently registered and offered with no interest in trades, positioning this as a straightforward cash sale for an enthusiast looking for an affordable entry into vintage Buick ownership. Powering this Century is a Buick 350 cubic inch V8 engine paired with a turbo 400 automatic transmission, a legendary drivetrain combination known for durability, smooth operation, and strong low-end torque. Both the engine and transmission were rebuilt approximately 10 years ago, indicating that the major mechanical components have already received significant investment in the past. Although the car has been parked for the last 7 years, the seller states that it does run, suggesting that the core drivetrain remains alive and functional. However, after long-term storage, it is realistically acknowledged that some minor mechanical work will be needed to bring the car back to peak running condition. Visually, the car is equipped with 14x7 Astro Supreme reverse wheels, a highly desirable period-correct custom wheel that adds strong street presence and a classic lowrider and custom car aesthetic. These wheels greatly enhance the overall look of the Fastback Century and complement its long, flowing body lines. While detailed body and paint condition are not specified, the fact that it has been sitting for several years implies that cosmetic recommissioning may also be part of the ownership journey for the next buyer, making this an ideal candidate for either a light refresh or a more comprehensive restoration depending on budget and goals. Overall, this Buick Century is positioned as a running project that already benefits from a rebuilt 350 V8 and turbo 400 transmission, saving the next owner from the most expensive part of most classic car builds. Its long-term storage status and need for minor mechanical sorting are honestly disclosed, making expectations clear from the start. With its fastback design, classic Buick V8 power, desirable Astro Supreme wheels, active registration, and affordable asking price, this 1973 Buick Century represents a strong foundation for someone seeking a traditional 1970s American cruiser with character, performance potential, and room for personalization. Number 13. This 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 396 Tribute, offered at $43,000 and located in San Diego, California, is presented as a high-impact recreation of one of the most legendary muscle cars ever produced. As a tribute build, It captures the iconic look, sound, and attitude that made the original SS 396 one of the most feared and respected street machines of the era. The aggressive stance, unmistakable body lines, and purposeful presentation immediately communicate that this Chevelle is built to represent raw American muscle in its purest form, blending visual authenticity with performance-focused character. Under the hood sits a 396 cubic inch V8 engine, the heart and soul of the SS legend, delivering the brutal torque and unmistakable big block presence that defined the Chevelle's dominance in the muscle car wars. Power is sent through a 4-speed manual transmission, giving the driver full, hands-on control of the car's performance and reinforcing the visceral driving experience that only a true manual muscle car can provide. This combination is widely regarded as the ultimate classic muscle setup, offering a direct mechanical connection between driver and machine that modern cars simply cannot replicate. The seller highlights the aggressive stance and throaty exhaust note as key elements of this Chevelle's character, emphasizing that this is not a quiet or subtle car, but one that announces its presence every time it fires up. The bold styling and muscular proportions work in harmony with the mechanical package to deliver a car that looks as fast as it feels. Every detail of the driving experience, from the sound of the exhaust to the physical engagement of the 4-speed transmission, is designed to evoke the golden era of American performance. As an SS 396 tribute, this Chevelle is aimed at enthusiasts who want the visual impact and performance personality of the original without the fragility or extreme price tag of a numbers-matching factory SS. It delivers the full classic muscle car experience in sound, feel, and presence, making it equally suited for weekend cruising, car shows, or spirited drives. With its big block V8 power, 4-speed manual transmission, aggressive attitude, and iconic 1970s Chevelle styling, this tribute stands as a powerful representation of one of the most celebrated muscle cars ever built. Number 14. This 1959 Cadillac Series 75 limousine, offered at $52,000 and located in Windsor, California, is presented as an exceptionally rare and highly collectible full-size luxury limousine, one of only 690 produced with a desirable factory division window. As the flagship of Cadillac's lineup during the height of the brand's late 1950s extravagance, the Series 75 represented the ultimate expression of American luxury, prestige, and engineering. The iconic 1959 model year is celebrated worldwide for its dramatic tail fins, bold chrome detailing, and jet-age design language, making this limousine not just a vehicle but a rolling piece of automotive art. The exterior is finished in stunning gray metallic paint, which enhances the long, formal lines of the limousine and gives it a refined yet commanding presence on the road. Powering this Cadillac is its original 390 cubic inch V8 engine rated at 325 horsepower, paired with the original Hydra-Matic 4-speed automatic transmission, delivering the smooth, effortless power delivery that Cadillac was famous for during this era. This drivetrain combination was designed to move the massive limousine with quiet authority, offering both strength and refinement in equal measure. The odometer shows 39,593 miles TMU, which, regardless of verification, suggests relatively low indicated usage over the decades. The factory air conditioning system is still in place and operational, though it currently needs charging to blow cold, an important detail that preserves the car's originality while leaving an easy improvement for the next owner. Recent maintenance has been extensive and focused on ensuring reliable operation and proper mechanical health throughout the vehicle. All lights and gauges are reported to be in perfect working order, a significant achievement for a complex luxury car of this age. The engine has been recently tuned, and the radiator has been flushed, pressure tested, serviced, and reinstalled with new hoses and clamps. Additional recent service items include all new belts, spark plugs, and spark plug wires, along with new points, cap, and rotor to keep the ignition system in optimal condition. The carburetor has also been rebuilt, and a new fuel filter and new valve cover gaskets have been installed, reflecting a thorough approach to dependable drivability rather than just cosmetic presentation. Rolling on proper Coker white wall tires mounted on factory steel wheels with the original hubcaps, this Series 75 retains its authentic period-correct stance and appearance. The paint is described as shining nicely overall, with only minor flaws and a couple of small chips noted, indicating that it presents very well as a driver-quality classic without being an over-restored showpiece. Inside, the limousine features a gorgeous and comfortable gray interior that complements the exterior perfectly and reinforces the formal luxury character expected of a Series 75. With its rare division window configuration, original powerhouse drivetrain, extensive recent mechanical servicing, factory air conditioning, and unmistakable 1959 Cadillac styling, this Series 75 limousine stands as a museum-worthy symbol of America's golden age of luxury motoring, offering both historical importance and unmatched road presence. Number 15. This 1961 Chevrolet Impala Bubble Top Custom, offered at $42,000 and located in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, is presented as a fully sorted, high-end custom build that blends one of the most iconic rooflines of the early 1960s with extensive modern performance and drivability upgrades. The bubble-top Impala is widely regarded as one of the most desirable body styles ever produced by Chevrolet, and this example has been transformed into a true street-ready showpiece that combines classic visual impact with contemporary mechanical reliability. The seller is open to reasonable offers, suggesting flexibility for a serious buyer seeking a turnkey custom with significant investment already completed. At the heart of this build is a thoroughly modernized cooling and fuel system designed for dependable real-world driving in all conditions. The car is equipped with electric dual cooling fans paired with a 4-core aluminum radiator, ensuring stable temperatures even in hot climates and stop-and-go traffic. A brand-new Holley carburetor works in conjunction with a new electric fuel pump to provide consistent fuel delivery and crisp throttle response. Power delivery to the rear is handled through a brand-new custom 2-piece driveshaft, while a CVF serpentine conversion system replaces the older belt setup for improved reliability, cleaner engine bay presentation, and easier long-term maintenance. Braking, suspension, and chassis upgrades have been addressed at a very high level, transforming the driving dynamics far beyond factory specifications. Willwood disc brakes are installed at all 4 corners, delivering modern, confident stopping power to match the car's performance capabilities. A brand new master cylinder and brake booster further enhance pedal feel and overall braking safety. Up front, the suspension has been completely refreshed with brand new 2-inch drop spindles along with new upper and lower front suspension components, improving stance, ride quality, and handling precision. New tires and rims complete the package, giving the car both a fresh appearance and the traction needed to properly support its upgraded chassis. Inside the cabin, modern technology has been seamlessly integrated while retaining the classic Impala character, most notably through the installation of Dakota digital gauges that provide precise, real-time engine and vehicle data in a clean, contemporary format. Comfort has also been fully addressed with a brand new complete air conditioning system that blows ice cold, transforming the driving experience and making the car truly usable year-round rather than just a fair-weather cruiser. With its bubble-top styling, Dakota digital instrumentation, modern cooling system, all-wheel Willwood disc brakes, fully refreshed lowered front suspension, brand new drivetrain components, updated fuel delivery, serpentine conversion, and ice-cold air conditioning, this 1961 Chevrolet Impala represents a no-expense-spared custom build that delivers timeless 1960s style with modern performance, safety, and comfort in one cohesive, road-ready package. Number 16. This 1971 Dodge Charger R/T, offered at $25,000 and located in Los Angeles, California, is presented as a highly optioned and historically intriguing example with documented ties to Chrysler as a corporate demonstration car, with paperwork reportedly still stored in the glove box. The seller notes that the car's option plate is so heavily loaded that it required a second tag, underscoring just how extensively equipped this Charger was from the factory. It currently holds a clear California title and is registered as non-operational with no back fees, simplifying the ownership transfer and future registration process. The car wears the kind of natural patina that many enthusiasts actively seek today, giving it an authentic, untouched character that reflects its long history rather than a heavily restored appearance. Under the hood sits a non-original 1970s-era 440 cubic inch V8 engine that replaced the factory engine at some point in its life, and the seller states that it runs strong and sounds great, delivering the kind of performance and soundtrack that defines classic Mopar muscle. The 727 automatic transmission, rear end, and much of the rest of the drivetrain are believed to be original to the car, preserving a large portion of its factory mechanical identity. The front brakes have already been converted to disc brakes for improved stopping power, while the original drum brake components are also included in the trunk for those who may wish to return it to full factory configuration. Factory air conditioning components are also included in the trunk, offering the next owner the option to restore the system if desired. Inside, the Charger retains a highly desirable brown and tan interior combination along with a floor shifter, rally gauges, factory stripe package, and the correct high-performance hood, all of which are considered key visual and functional elements of a true R/T era Charger. The car will need a new carpet set, but otherwise retains its period-correct layout and personality. The trunk pan is reported to be solid, which the seller notes as surprising given some of the other condition issues elsewhere on the body. The vinyl top was originally white but was repainted black by a previous owner, and while the overall presentation benefits from the car's patina-driven appeal, these details give important insight into its cosmetic history. Structurally, the frame is reported to be free of rust, which is a major advantage for a project of this caliber. The seller does disclose pinholes in the driver's side floor pan, which he feels could potentially be sealed with POR-15 as a practical fix, and corrosion below the rear window around the chrome trim, which will require attention. What lies beneath the vinyl top is not fully known, but the seller openly explains both the best and worst-case possibilities, ranging from a simple reseal and new vinyl to a more involved roof repair, though he personally does not believe it will require a full roof job. The seller is open to partial trades for classic Harley-Davidson motorcycles such as Panhead, Knucklehead, Shovelhead, or Flathead models, as well as select Mopars from the same narrow year range like 340 Dusters and Super Bs, while emphasizing that $25,000 or best offer is the target number and that cash remains king for this historically rich, heavily optioned, patina-preserved 1971 Dodge Charger R/T. Number 17. This 1962 Chevrolet Impala, offered at $60,000 and located in Los Angeles, California, is presented as a fully built, show-quality custom that blends classic early 1960s Chevrolet styling with extreme lowrider and custom car craftsmanship. Finished in fresh white paint, the car immediately commands attention with its ultra-clean presentation and dramatic visual presence. The highly customized patterned roof and massive 42-inch moon roof elevate this Impala far beyond a standard restoration, placing it firmly in the realm of a professionally executed custom build designed for car shows, cruising, and high-impact street presence. The seller emphasizes that the car is ready to go and is not entertaining low offers, clearly positioning this as a serious, high-end build. Power comes from a 283 cubic inch V8 engine, a classic small-block Chevrolet platform known for its smooth operation, reliability, and strong aftermarket support. While specific internal engine modifications are not listed, the overall presentation of the car suggests that the mechanical components have been built to match the level of finish seen throughout the rest of the vehicle. The engine bay, like the rest of the car, features extensive chrome detailing, reinforcing the show car quality and high level of craftsmanship invested in this Impala. This is a build where visual impact, cleanliness, and presentation are just as important as raw performance. The hydraulic system is a major highlight of this build, featuring a serious 2-pump, 8-battery setup that provides the power needed to achieve dramatic ride height adjustments and classic lowrider movement. This kind of configuration is typically reserved for fully committed hydraulic builds and represents a significant investment in both parts and labor. The undercarriage is fully chromed, another extremely labor-intensive and expensive process that transforms the car from merely customized to true show-standard quality underneath as well as on top. The sound system is also built to match the rest of the car's high-impact theme, ensuring that the driving experience delivers both visual and audio presence to match its stance and shine. Every visible element of this Impala has been heavily detailed with chrome, reinforcing the seller's claim that virtually everything on the car has been chromed and finished to a very high standard. From its fresh paint and patterned roof to the huge moonroof, chromed undercarriage, full hydraulic setup, and show-level detailing throughout, this 1962 Chevrolet Impala stands as a fully finished custom rather than a project or partially completed build. It is clearly positioned for the buyer who wants a ready-to-show, fully dialed-in lowrider-style Impala with maximum visual impact, extensive custom work, and a commanding presence that reflects a no-expense-spared approach to classic custom car building. Number 18. This 1970 Ford Mustang Fastback, offered at $28,000 and located in Costa Mesa, California, is presented as a strong-running, road-ready classic muscle car that blends authentic early 70s styling with solid mechanical upgrades for reliable street use. Finished as a non-numbers matching example, this Mustang remains a highly desirable fastback body style with aggressive proportions and timeless appeal. The seller notes that the car runs great both around town and on the freeway, making it a realistic candidate for regular driving rather than a garage queen. While the body is described as having some older, poorly repaired rust areas that should be addressed properly in the future, the frame itself is solid, providing a strong foundation for continued use, improvement, or full cosmetic restoration. Power comes from a recently rebuilt 351 Cleveland M-Code, 4-barrel V8 sourced from a 1971 model year, a well-respected performance engine known for its large ports, strong top-end power, and unmistakable Cleveland character. The engine is equipped with long tube headers for improved exhaust flow, electronic ignition for better reliability, and a newer 750 CFM Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor to support strong performance across the RPM range. This combination is backed by AC4 automatic transmission, a durable and proven unit that delivers smooth shifting and dependable operation. The seller states clearly that the engine runs very strong, reinforcing that this is not just a cosmetic cruiser but a car with real performance under the hood. Driving comfort and usability have been significantly improved with power steering and front disc brakes, both highly desirable upgrades that make the car far more enjoyable and confidence-inspiring in modern traffic. The factory air conditioning system has also been updated and converted to R134 refrigerant, and it is confirmed to blow cold, a major benefit for anyone planning to drive this Mustang regularly in warm climates. All factory gauges and lights are reported to be in full working order, indicating that the electrical system is functioning as it should and that key instrumentation remains intact and operational. Inside, the interior is described as not perfect but still looks great overall, suggesting a well-presented driver quality cabin that maintains the proper Mustang character without needing immediate overhauls. Combined with its strong mechanical condition, cold air conditioning, solid frame, and dependable street manners, this 1970 Mustang Fastback stands as a well-sorted driver with the right mix of classic muscle car attitude and practical upgrades. While it offers room for future cosmetic improvement, it is already positioned as a turnkey classic that can be enjoyed immediately, whether as a weekend cruiser, local show participant, or even a nostalgic daily driver with unmistakable American muscle presence. Number 19. This 1963 Chevrolet Impala Super Sport convertible, offered at $86,000 and located in Huntington Beach, California, is presented as a super clean, highly authentic example of one of Chevrolet's most iconic full-size performance convertibles. Verified as a true SS with both the trim tag and VIN fully intact, this car carries strong documentation credentials that serious collectors value, including its original delivery documents. The seller notes that they are only the third owner, further reinforcing the low owner history and careful stewardship this Impala has enjoyed throughout its life. Finished as a turnkey, worry-free example, this car is positioned as a premium quality driver that blends originality, presentation, and mechanical reliability in a way that is increasingly difficult to find in open-top super sports. Powering this Impala is a strong-running 283 cubic inch V8 paired with an automatic transmission that is described as running and driving perfectly. This classic small-block combination delivers smooth, dependable performance that is well-suited for relaxed cruising while still offering the unmistakable sound and feel of early 1960s Chevrolet V8 power. The car is equipped with power steering, adding to its ease of use and making it comfortable to drive in both city and highway conditions. The seller confidently states that they would not hesitate to take this car anywhere, underscoring its road-ready condition and reliable mechanical behavior with no known drivability concerns. Cosmetically, this SS convertible is described as being in outstanding condition with no scratches or dents anywhere on the paint, presenting a straight, clean body that reflects the high level of care it has received. The chrome and exterior trim are also noted to be in great shape, an important detail on a car where brightwork plays such a large role in its overall visual impact. The car's exterior presentation is further complemented by its fully functional power convertible top, allowing for effortless transformation between closed and open-air cruising, enhancing both usability and enjoyment. Inside and electrically, everything is reported to be fully operational, including the power top, radio, exterior and interior lighting, and all gauges, reinforcing its reputation as a true turnkey classic that requires no immediate sorting. The interior presents as a well-preserved, fully functional cabin that supports the car's overall worry-free description, making it ideal for both show outings and extended weekend drives. With its documented true SS status, low ownership history, excellent cosmetic condition, strong mechanical performance, and full functionality throughout, this 1963 Chevrolet Impala SS convertible stands as a highly desirable, investment-grade classic that remains equally suited for enjoyment on the open road. Number 20. This 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle station wagon, offered at $1,500 and located in Ventura, California, is presented as a highly unconventional and incomplete project that is best suited for parts, custom fabrication, or an ambitious full custom build. The seller confirms that a valid title is included, which adds significant value even in its current non-running state. Originally intended to be transformed into a two-door wagon, the project was left unfinished, resulting in a unique three-door configuration that immediately sets the Chevelle apart from any standard factory wagon. The seller emphasizes that this is truly a gotta-see-it type of vehicle, underscoring its unusual condition and custom trajectory. Mechanically, the wagon is currently without an engine or transmission, making it a full non-runner and strictly a project or donor platform at this stage. However, it is equipped with disc brakes and a 12-bolt rear end, both of which are highly desirable components for performance builds and restorations. These parts alone carry strong value for Chevelle and GM A-body enthusiasts, especially those planning higher horsepower street or strip cars. The absence of a drivetrain provides a clean slate for the next owner to install anything from a period-correct big block to a modern LS-based setup, depending on the intended use of the vehicle. From a body and exterior standpoint, the wagon is noted to have good glass and good trim, two critical and often expensive items to replace on a classic Chevelle wagon. These details suggest that while the car is incomplete, it still retains many valuable original components that are becoming increasingly difficult to source. The unfinished nature of the previous two-door wagon conversion adds an aggressive custom touch, but also means that additional metal fabrication and body alignment will be required to finish it properly, making this a project best suited for an experienced builder or custom shop. Overall, this 1970 Chevelle wagon is best described as a raw project platform with strong parts value and extreme customization potential rather than a traditional restoration candidate. With its clear title, sought-after 12-bolt rear end, disc brake setup, and intact glass and trim, the foundation is there for either a solid parts donor or an eye-catching custom wagon build that would turn heads at any show. Priced at just $1,500, it represents a low-entry opportunity for someone looking to experiment, fabricate, or harvest valuable Chevelle components for another high-end build. That's a wrap on today's video featuring 20 cheap classic cars you can find on the marketplace. Thanks for watching. If this video sparked your interest, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to Cheap Classic Cars. And don't forget to share it with your fellow classic car fans out there.